ever had those mornings where you just wake up and you are automatically in a bad mood, and then nothing in your day or into the nighttime seems to be going right for you? Don't worry, you're just having a bad day. And everybody has those days where they just feel off. But what you might not have is those tips and tricks to help you get through those rough days. Today I want to share some things that I've done for myself to get me through those days where I just don't feel like myself. So of course, we're going to start in the mornings. So what do you automatically think of or do when you wake up and you're in a bad mood? Everybody has those times where they wake up and they just don't feel like themselves. But it's what you do and how you set your mood for the morning that's going to affect the rest of your day. So that's another question I have for you. When you wake up in those bad moods, do you let that ruin the rest of your day? Here are some tips I thought of that I could share with you to help with those rough mornings. Now, what you could do is to create a morning routine for those off mornings where you're just not in a good mood. You can start with practicing gratitude. Think of things while you're sitting drinking coffee or watching the news of things you're grateful for, the things that make you happy and the things that have brought you joy, and write those things down. Even going through those things that have made you happy can help improve your mood. You can also put an outfit on that makes you happy. Sometimes putting on those cozy clothes that make you feel good, or just putting on that right outfit can shift that mood automatically. You could move your body. Sometimes for people when they're in a bad mood, getting that workout in or a 10-minute walk can make you feel so much better. So if you decide to take a walk, maybe decide to take a walk outside and soak up some of that vitamin D. Sometimes just having the sun on your skin and on your face can improve your mood and help you feel so much better. If that doesn't help, you could also listen to music. Put on some of your favorite songs, something that'll help improve your mood and that you know is that song that'll just get you right out of that funk. Something you can just dance to and be happy and smile and laugh at yourself. Because sometimes in those moments, those are the ones that make you feel so much better than you were. And the last thing you could do is to try to keep a positive mindset to improve your mood. Now, on the days when my depression would be really bad and I would wake up with it, I would always have those negative thoughts and be down and gripey and just crummy. And my fiance is the one that always told me, you know how you shift that around? You shift your mindset. Think positive thoughts. Think of those things that'll make your day better. Because your morning is going to set the mood for the rest of your day. So when you're negative in the morning, you're negative the rest of the day. But if you wake up negative, try to think about those positive things to help shift that mood into a more positive one. So now let's talk about your afternoons. So let's say you have a good morning, but then someone upsets you or says something, or you do something wrong, or maybe your mental health illness or disorder creeps up on you. What happens in that moment and how do you feel? Do those feelings affect you? And now, again, will you let those feelings ruin the rest of your day into your night? I've had many times where someone has said something to me and it's upset me, or I've fought with my fiance and that just sets my mood, or my depression comes back and now I'm just going down a rabbit hole of negative thoughts. Now let's stop and think about what we can do. Well, let's create a mental health checklist to help. So first we're going to clear our mind. We're going to close our eyes, we're going to take some breaths, and we're just going to release the stress and the way we're feeling. Sometimes in that moment, just clearing your mind can help release it and help shift your mood. Now, again, you could get outside, take a walk, and soak up the sun. Sometimes just going for the walk, clearing your mind again during your walk and soaking up the sun can help you feel so much better. You could make your grateful list. Think about the things in the morning that made you happy, that brought you joy. Drinking the coffee, soaking up the sun, playing with your kids, playing with your pet, joking with your husband, something that can improve your mood, and just looking back at that grateful list can make you smile and feel good. Just like in the morning, in the afternoon, you can listen to music. Put on something upbeat, something that makes you dance, that laughs, that makes you feel good. Because sometimes when we feel down, we listen to music that makes it feel down. And other times, when we're feeling good, we listen to music that makes us feel good. So why not listen to music during those sad times that are actually going to make you feel good? Now let's say somebody upset you. You could go to that person and talk to them about what upset you to get it off your chest. Or if you don't feel comfortable talking to that person who upset you, you could talk to a close friend or family member about how you're feeling. Because I don't think we realize that when we hold something inside, that it's going to make us feel so much worse. So just letting it out will make you feel so much better. So let's say you don't have someone close you could talk to and you don't feel comfortable talking to that person. I want you to pull out a piece of paper and journal it. Write down how you're feeling in that moment, right there, right now. And write down everything, how you're feeling about it, how it makes you feel, how you want that person to know that it's not okay they treated you that way or upset you, because that's another way to get everything off your chest and on a piece of paper and can make you just take a deep breath and release it. And the last thing you could do is to give yourself a pep talk. Sometimes in those moments when you're feeling down or someone upset you, you start talking negatively and you just get down on yourself. Instead of doing that, give yourself a pep talk. Like, what they said isn't how they meant it, and you're better than that. And maybe you have one mantra, or should I think of how you say it? You have one thing that you repeat yourself over and over again. I am successful. I am proud of myself. I am beautiful. I am handsome. Something that you can just keep going over and over again. Like, girl, you crushed today and you're so good at your job and you know you could do it, and don't let anybody get you down. In that moment, it could just make you feel so much better and make you shift your mood into something that's better. So you go from feeling sad to feeling pumped up and ready to crush the rest of your day. So now let's say your morning was good and your afternoon was good, but then your evenings don't go as planned. Or maybe your morning was bad and then you let it ruin your afternoon and now you're in the evening time. So let's first say you had plans, but they didn't go as they were supposed to. And now something feels wrong and that shifts your feelings. But let's say you let your feelings ruin your morning and your afternoon. Now you're about to let them ruin your night. So we all have setbacks. We all have those feelings that will just ruin the rest of our nights. And another thing I'm wondering is if you go to bed upset. There have been times that I had a bad day all day through and I go to bed and I'm sad and I cry myself until I fall asleep. Or there's times that I fight with my fiance and then I'm going to bed angry. One of the things I never want people to do is to go to bed angry, because then you wake up feeling like resentful and angry still. So before you go to bed, talk to that person that upset you. Get it off your chest. My number one tip would just never go to bed angry. It's just not something that you should do. So think about it right now. If there's something that doesn't go as planned or you start to feel off, think about how you would react to that and how that would shift your mood and make you feel. Now let's talk about tips you could do to make your evening better and just shift your mood into the direction you want to go. So the thing you could do is to unwind at least 2 hours before bedtime. So no TV, no phone, maybe a cup of tea and a book, and you just relax for the last 2 hours and de-stress. Maybe that's your time to journal and put everything out there and just put it all out. Because if you give yourself 2 hours, that allows you to not be distracted and to pay attention to how you're feeling and how you want to feel the next day. Keep work and anything stressful outside of the bedroom. So the moment you're ready to wind down with your cup of tea or journal or that book you want to read, once you step into that bedroom, your work life and that anything stressful of the day is not going to follow you to sleep. You're going to let yourself relax and de-stress. Maybe you take a hot bath, you wash your face, anything that makes you feel better and will help you have a restful sleep. You could practice stressful relieving activities. Again, washing your face, taking that warm bath, drinking a cup of tea, talking to your partner about how your day was and the things that you're ready for in the morning. You could make a list of the things that you want to get done the next day. Just anything that helps you de-stress. You could lay in bed and just feel yourself going to sleep. Anything that helps you might not help other people, but it'll help you. Just so think of those things that in that moment could help you de-stress. You could meditate. You could sit for maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the quiet, thinking and relaxing and clearing your mind, and sometimes that'll help you get a more restful sleep. During that time too, you could put on some calming music, or maybe you lay down in bed and you just put calming music on to help you, or maybe you put it on while you're reading. Reading a book before you go to bed can help de-stress yourself and help you focus on something else before you finally fall to sleep. So now let's talk about the things that could help you before bed. So I want you to think peaceful thoughts. Think of the things, again, that make you happy and bring you joy, and that'll help clear your mind to help you fall asleep. You could try visualization. Visually think of the things that make you happy. Visualize the next day and how it's going to go and how it's going to flow and what you're going to get done. Make a list of the things you want to get done and visualize yourself doing them and completing them and how happy you're going to be. Relax your muscles. So I want to think, before we talk about that, I want to think about the people who have had a really bad day or had a rough evening, and now you're laying in bed and you're awake. And now you're upset because you can't sleep and you're awake and you just want to close your eyes and go to sleep, but you can't. Instead of getting upset and fighting it, accept the wakefulness and acknowledge that you're awake. And now what do? This is where relaxing your muscles can come in mind. You can start from your toes and go up to your head and tense up every muscle and then release it. Tense up for 10 seconds and release it. And do that from your toes to your head. It can make and relax your body. During that time, you could read, listen to calm music, you could drink some tea, you can journal. Anything that will help you fall asleep. Again, I will remind you, just don't go to bed mad or upset, because doing that at nighttime and having that affect you when you go to sleep, it's when you wake up, you might feel the same way. So whatever upsetting you or is shifting your mood to a bad one, try to release that and tell yourself, tomorrow is a new day. I can do and accomplish whatever I want, and I can set the mood. Again, I think that your mood in the morning is going to set the rest of your day. Also, by getting a good night's sleep can help set the day to be a good one. Because if you have a rough night's sleep, you're going to wake up in a bad mood. You're going to wake up tired and cranky, and that's going to ruin your day. So I want you to think of those times where you've had a rough night, where you've been tossing and turning and you can't fall asleep and get to sleep or stay asleep, and how that affects your morning and your next day. Because you're already cranky, you're already very tired, and then in the morning time, you're already still crabby and tired. So then that sets the mood for the rest of your day. So even on those hard nights when you feel down and you're like, oh, I just wish I would have slept better, try to not let that affect the rest of your day. Try to think positively, the rest of my day is going to go good and I'm going to be productive and get the things that I want to get done, and nothing is going to stop me. Because a good night's sleep is going to help your morning, and then your morning mood is going to set the tone for the rest of your day. So I think the biggest thing for this episode is to realize that for you to have a better day all day, it's going to start with how you feel when you go to sleep and then when you wake up. Because again, your morning is going to set the mood for the rest of your day. So if you're going to feel down in the morning and you're not going to change your mood or try to change your mood, then the rest of your day is going to be crap. But if you wake up and you feel a certain way, and then you tell yourself you're going to change your mood and you're going to do the things that make you happy and bring you joy, then that is what's going to shift your mood at any point during the day. So if you take any of these tips that I shared with you today and put them in your life, or do things and put things in your day that are going to make you feel better and happy and change your mood, then that's going to make you have better days all around. Now, for us who have and suffer from a mental health disorder or illness, sometimes it can be hard because you're already dealing with so much. But if you create little checklists for yourself, like little mental health checklists for yourself throughout your day to help improve your mood when something goes wrong, that can help you dramatically shift your mood and help you just feel so much better. So I just hope this episode was so helpful for you. Again, help you create that list and create tips and tricks for yourself to help shift your mood into a better one and to help you just have better days all around. So like always, I want you guys to remember that you are never alone and that I love you.